So, you know how there's an entire Marvel multiverse, and Spider-Man is usually one of the few characters who always gets a crossover between his other alternate reality counterparts. So we're gonna do that with other Avengers characters. Inspired mostly by the 2010 Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions game, we'll be comparing between the Prime or classic Marvel universe, the Ultimate Universe, the past Noir universe of the 1930s, and the future of 2099. And we're also going to add the live action Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. But still, we've taken a lot of liberties in this video, so you can read the disclaimer. Starting with Iron Man here. These are his main suits throughout 5 different universes, but with one exception here. For Iron Man 2099, rather than from the comics, this is the suit from the animated series Iron Man Armored Adventures. Inside the suit is Andrew Stark, Tony's grandson.
What year is this? Where is Iron Man?
My name is Andros Stark, and I am your grandson.
Meanwhile, in the comics, Sonny Frisco is Iron Man 2099. Next is the Incredible Hulk across 5 different universes. Another exception here for Noir Hulk. He didn't appear in the comics, so the one shown here is the Noir universe shown in the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series. The gangster Hulk here goes by the name Mr. Fix-It.
This place is a dump.
You're lucky Spider-Man saved you, Fix-It.
No, this has been a long time coming.
And then we've got Thor. You can see how the MCU version was inspired by both the classic and Ultimate Universe Thors from the comics. 2099 Thor is a guy named Cecil McAdam, while Noah Thor is a dead Norwegian guy, that's just his skull. But if you look at the Avengers Academy game, they made their own version of Noah Thor looking different like this. And then there's Spider-Man, the one we are mostly familiar with. This is similar to the Shattered Dimensions game. 2099 is Miguel O'Hara, not Peter, and we switched the Ultimate Spider-Man to Miles Morales, who became the new Spider-Man of his universe. And then we've got Black Widow. Sadly, we don't have a Noah version. 2099 Black Widow is a black woman named Tanya, a member of the Alchemax Avengers. There is actually a Noah White Widow, but she is Felicia Hardy, who is the alternate version of Black Cat from the main universe. And then we've got Captain America, or Steve Rogers. We also don't have a Noah version here, and as usual 2099 is a different person. She's Roberta Mendez, part of the Alchemax Avengers group. The same goes with Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. You can see how his MCU version is based on the Ultimate Universe, just like many other MCU characters. 2099 is a guy named Max, whose DNA was mixed with a hawk.
Just because I don't work for Stark anymore doesn't mean I'm cashing in my superhero retirement plan.
And here's Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. We don't have a future 2099 version. Noah Wanda here is just a wealthy socialite daughter of a corrupt crime boss with no superpowers.
Welcome home.
And it's the same with her brother Quicksilver. And the MCU Quicksilver looks more like the Ultimate version. Even how intimate he seems with his twin sister Wanda.
Huh? Hey, isn't that just me drinking a V?
And for Daredevil, the Netflix version is the closest thing we have to an MCU Daredevil for now. And future Daredevil here is taken from the Marvel Knights 2099 line of comics, featuring Samuel Fisk, grandson of the Kingpin, as Daredevil. Same case with Frank Castle, we took the Netflix version. Punisher might not traditionally be known as an Avenger, but in the Ultimate Universe he is a member of the Black Ops Avengers team, so he can be put in this video. 2099 Punisher is Jacob Gallows, a weapons specialist. Okay, now we've run out of MCU characters, so we're just going to put any latest live action versions of these Marvel superheroes. Starting with Johnny Storm, as seen in the 2015 Fantastic Four movie, race swapped into a black person. 2099 Human Torch is a mutant Atlantean named Rilla with fire-based powers. And Wolverine, of course, we only have the one and only Hugh Jackman for the live action version, and because of his healing powers and longevity, Wolverine lives long enough to the distant future of 2099, albeit having lost one arm and all of his hair. And last of all, Deadpool. Of course, we took the one from the Deadpool live action films. And for Noir, we don't have a Noir Deadpool, but we do have a pulp version, which is the closest thing to Noir that we have. And here are the ugly faces of Wade Wilson behind the masks. He's ugly in all of his alternate versions, with the trend being carried over by his daughter in the future, Wada Wilson.
Hey, it's me! Don't scratch! And when he does, say yes.